The stock market, right? It's often seen as a complex algorithm driven entity, but at its core, it's driven by human emotions, right? Fear, greed, optimism. You can go on and on about the different human emotions. One of the most direct ways that we can kind of see this is through how stocks respond to news. Now, typically you have good news, bad news, and kind of just overall news, what we would call neutral, right? So in terms of good news, when a company reports strong earnings, when they win a major contract, or announces like a breakthrough drug for like Eli Lilly or something like that, Johnson and Johnson, the stock usually rises, right? And this happens because investors anticipate that the news will lead to a higher future profit for the company. So, of course, higher profit for the company typically means that the stock price will increase. So, if you hear good news, that's why most times you will see the company stock rises. So, I want you to think about, for instance, with CrowdStrike that just happened recently, right? Bad news. They are a cybersecurity company, and they had a mishap happen, that caused the IT outage. A lot of things were down that morning that it happened, and as a result, if you look at the stock price on that day, even still now, it's still recovering, but it went down, right? So that is just people reacting to news. When you think about it, the market's reaction to news shows its human side. It's not just numbers and charts, right? It's a reflection of collective human sentiment, reacting just as you or I might to good or bad news, right? So, for instance, if you hear that and previously, Chipotle had the E. coli breakout years back, and you and your family probably stopped going there for a while, right? It's the same way the stock market reacts. The stock went down during that time. So that's pretty much how that market works, and how that same raw human emotion plays a role in the overall stock market.